coordinated advance it is. Saladin and his forces are mobilizing and leaving Damascus garrisoned with the 2 cavalry units. Move on south, and he'll take this route. That'll be his 4th space, and he can move 6. So 1, maybe it's not 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So chose not to go through the strongholds. I don't know what that'll do, but we'll go ahead and land on Jerusalem. We'll find out if the old Guy wants to head inside or stay outside. Before we do that, though, we have to check out the attrition. We'll be right back. Alright, there's Saladin's army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units down there on top of Jerusalem. So we'll go here to the attrition table and go under the 10 column. Let's read the old things there. Space with a strong, friendly stronghold. He did have one coming out of Damascus, old Ras Alma. So that'll, reduce him by 1. So that gives him significantly down to 9. Alright, but he's got 2 spots there with harsh terrain. Let's make sure there's one there at Balzra and Al Salt. I don't see any modifiers here on Jerusalem. So we will probably add 2 on that. Harsh terrain +1 per space. So that goes 9, 10, 11, and we're still in this spot here. I'm pretty sure that's all at no enemy strongholds, not crossing Asia Minor. The Christians got no cavalry to shadow, so we'll be adding that. So we'll be rolling on the attrition table with the attrition value of 10 to 12. And Saladin be looking for a low number. Oops, gotta go through the box. He got the 2, so it didn't change. He might come out unscathed. Oh, he does. With a 2 is 0, so he will not have to use his card. So, off to a great start. We'll be right back. Alright, he makes it there with all his forces. And even if he didn't, he still had a card in his hand, so he gets to keep that card. Might apply it to the next general that's going to move, but it says on the card that you want to finish his move first. So his move would have been to come down to Jerusalem. We checked for his attrition. Not a Christian player is to decide whether he wants to fight him outside the walls of Jerusalem or head on in. And he's going to head on in, so we'll be right back. Alright, so this is a tidier way to do it. Got the old Christian army, the Muslim army here in Jerusalem. Christians are under siege. And here's who we have inside the city. Ogi and Renault. Well, I think he's the one that started all this anyway by ambushing that caravan. So Renault, and I could be wrong, but he's got some cavalry and a couple infantry, but that's it. He faces a big Muslim force, and we will see how it goes. We'll be right back. All right, we'll figure it all out for the resistance factor for Jerusalem. Alright, starts out with a 3. Half the battle rating, rounded up to the highest ranked leader. Highest ranked leader there is old Guy. This is 5. His battle rating is a 1, so rounded up to be a 1. So resistance factor is now at 4. Stronghold is a port. Jerusalem is not a port. +1 for every 2 steps inside the city. Now we got plenty of them. So it'll be a 4, maximum of 2, it'll be a 6. Strongholds of Templar Hospital are a castle. It is not. It's not a castle, it's a city anyway. And -1 if on its low garrison side. So let me find a marker, we'll be right back. So there you go, resistance factor is 6, which is pretty hard nut to crack. We will look and see Oh, may never be reduced to 0 once the siege commences. Alright. Well, we will attempt a call to surrender. Let's look and see if he's got any cards, a Muslim player. But he can call for surrender and I believe a blockade too. So we'll do a call for surrender first. We'll look at some numbers and make sure it's feasible. If not, it makes any future attempt that much harder. So we'll decide whether we want to do it or not. Be right back. Alright, so resistance factor 6. You have to calculate the resistance factor if this is first attempt. The active player must roll that number or higher on one die to capture the stronghold with a 6. None of these modifiers apply except this last one. If elsewhere there's at least one besieged enemy army. And there is an acre. They can get down here within 1, 2, 3, within a move, so that raises their resistance and morale. So that definitely applies. So I'm rolling one die with a -2. So I need a 8. And that ain't gonna happen. But sit over here to the old Saladin's clemency. Saladin gets a +1 on calls for surrender, in addition to the +1 for his battle rating. Huh. His battle rating. If the active leader has a battle rating of 3 or 4, Saladin only has a battle rating of 1. Oh, wait, wrong guy. Oh, he does have a battle rating of 3 or 4. Okay. So he says +2. So I need a 6. That negates this. So roll the dice. If you miss a 6, if you don't get a 6, it increases it. The number of previously failed surrender demands, so it increases it by 1. We take a chance. Jerusalem would surrender. Let me see. Sorry about all that. I think I might have stubbed my finger, broke one of my fingers today. Messing with the dog. And this thing here is just acting up. Oh, I can't even move it. So I'm having trouble holding on to the camera. But anyway, yeah, we were playing around and it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. That dog's huge. So anyway, that's my excuse for getting the fingers in the way. All right. So the Muslim player is going to go ahead and find a call of surrender. It's going to be a game-changing event here. Saladin using his influence against Jerusalem. It's an Steven odds. Looking for that 6. Nope, he doesn't get it. All right, so now we go over here to this marker right here. It says failed calls for surrender. You can see where he sent a dove. Saladin did. But the Christian player shot in the heart. So we'll be putting that also with the Jerusalem markers. All right. Well, now Saladin's going to attempt a blockade. This call for surrender didn't work, and that hurts for any future calls. But now we got to check out the blockade. We're able to blockade Jerusalem. That'll help with the siege. Alright, establishing a blockade. If the stronghold is a port, no blockade is established at this time. It does not apply. So what we'll do is subtract the number of units, not steps, inside the stronghold. So it would be 1, 2, 3 from the ones that are outside. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 7. I got 10 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 3 equals 7. So, castle counts as 1. You must roll that number or less. Oh, mark the stronghold. No modifiers. Huh. Effects of a blockade. Siege resolution. Doesn't say anything about a modifier. You need a 7, so that ain't gonna work. Oh, 10 minus 3 equals 7. Yep. Alright. Let's look at this together. The castle counts as 1 unit. You must roll a number of less on a d6 to successfully enter the blast. Alright, well, we won't be doing that. So no chance for Jerusalem to be blockaded. That is going to take care of the Muslim player's turn. Marked accordingly. And the Christian player has a chance to respond. Oops. They're not on around there. Because it is their action round. Way back. Alright, and actually, it is not the Christian player's action round. Because we have to activate 2 armies. We only activated 1. Adele will move next. Be right back. He'll join his comrades, or his brethren, at Jerusalem. But he had a nice little ways to go. 1 stronghold modifier and a harsh terrain modifier. You know what Aladil had? Well, he only had a couple units with him. A couple cavalry, so he may get away with it. Let's look down here. I'll do the 2 attrition. Space with a friendly stronghold. Nada. Harsh terrain, yes. So that 2 goes up to a 3, which will increase this table. Alright. Unless a stronghold is friendly stronghold is present, no. Mount pass, no. Enemy stronghold in the space, yes. +2 per space, so that really hurts. Getting shot in the back. So 3, 4, increases up to 5. I think that'll be it. Crossing Asia Minor is not being shadowed. So we're going to roll on the 5-6 table. Here we go. And he gets a 5. What does that do to his force? This is 1 step. Number of steps lost, so he will join Saladin army. We'll go ahead and give another leader up there. And another cavalry. One of his cavalries will have a step loss. And that is the force besieging Jerusalem. It don't look good. But they are not blockaded. And I would think I'm going to move this marker. Oh, it kills me. I had to get this thing on screen. Oh my goodness. Let me see if there was another. Oh yeah, there is a marker here. Let me see. Failed calls of surrender. So there's a Muslim marker and a. So let's see, which one will we apply? We will apply this one, but we'll put this up here on the number 1 marker. Show you that there's been 1 failed call of surrender. And then we'll go up if there's any more. So that's, I think, how we're going to play that. Cleans up the board a little bit. But Jerusalem is still under siege with a resistance factor of 6, and that might have went up. No, it didn't. It didn't go up, that's right. The Muslim player is the one that added forces. So now, it can be called a video. We'll be back.